Hello, my name is Philip Holtz, and I was in Group 4, and we focused on the music, and I did mine on Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA album. The influences on him were Hank Williams, Frank Sinatra, and Bob Dylan, and he had influences on the Foo Fighters, the band The Killers, Bon Jovi, a band called Arcade Fire, and John Mellencamp. And the band itself, they actually all did a little bit of everything. Nobody really had a set thing. And the main band, the featured band, was Bruce Springsteen himself, Roy Bittan, Clarence Clemens, Max Weinberg, Danny Federici, Gary Talent, and Steven Van Zandt wasn't a featured artist, but he actually was an alternate and also helped produce mainly. And I liked it how all these guys played different instruments. That means they kind of had variety, which I thought that was pretty cool. And Born in the USA, the album was released in 1984. It unseated 7 top 10 hits and is now one of the top selling albums of all time. Number 1 on the Billboard 200 in 1984 and 2012. It was the top selling album of 1985 in America as well. The rhythm set apart this album along with chiming guitars, which was different. It was said that this album marked the members kind of taking in the fight so they had motivation and something to fight for. And that's kind of what the songs focused on as well. And the moods varied from fun and happy to urgent and dramatic. They used crazy drumming techniques and synth backing techniques as well. The mic placement was different, and they also worked with the environment to give the drums a different sound, and this was pretty innovative. Like Springsteen moved the mics from about an inch from the bottom of the drums and shoved them all the way to the top to change the sound. And even the place, like the environment, was different that they recorded in. The room they recorded in was different. It was in LA studios where the monitors were angled down for a focused mix point with slanted ceiling, and it was kind of like sitting in a cone of a speaker, and liked the design, and it gave a different sound. And they actually used like an old lady's restroom that was all tiled so they could get better reverb. Springsteen admitted that the sound on the album had more of a pop feel and that it wasn't very comfortable with. They tried it, but it was actually a huge success. Multiple different social classes were really intrigued with this. Like people, almost everybody wanted to be in the middle class just so they could relate more with this. And that's how big of an impact it had. Mainly was teenage guys and college guys who idolized them. And he was a pop star after this, and the impact was huge for Springsteen's iconic image, and this album made his music more mainstream and popular. There's my work side, and thanks for listening.